recording the computer. And yeah, this is pretty good. We can see everything. This is very good. All right, so I would like all the students to get your note-taking document ready. You can also take notes on a piece of paper, whatever works for you better, but please keep taking notes because it's gonna help you to stay focused. And we have the other guest speaker here, so we are all set for you for today. Excellent. Okay, I think Reihaneh, can we start? Can we get thumbs up? Can she start? Yes. Let's get going. As you listen to Reihaneh and something pops into your head, maybe you write down the question and pass it on to me, or at the very end, we will have some time to ask Reihaneh some questions. So get ready to participate a little bit, okay? Let's go. The word is yours, Reihaneh.
Yeah, hi everyone. This is Reihaneh Masumi. So I know my name is kind of hard, so you can call me always Ray. It's easier, or Rihanna, but the pronunciation is Reihaneh. So it's kind of hard, but I know, like, I just want to say that you can call me Ray whenever you want, or when you have questions, you can just pop in and just can call me Ray. I have a quick question. I can answer that. So you can see a picture here from me that I actually went to one of really nice and pretty coffee shops here in Edmonton with my friends from my cohort in 2024 dietetics specialization. I'll just get into that later, but I'm from Tehran, Iran. So Tehran is the capital city of Iran, and you can see the picture here. Yeah.
And Reihaneh, I am going to ask you to slow down a little bit because you have been here for 4 years already. You've got a little bit different speed.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry.
And because this is a listening lab, so we are trying to get the information from you, but only take notes that are sort of important for us. I also told students to watch out for digressions. Digressions are when we suddenly start talking about something different that might not be relevant, but good. So if you slow down a little bit, students will be able to write down and hope it will be better. Okay, awesome.
Thank you about that. Yeah. I just thought about it. Okay. So I'm just gonna go to next slide. Okay. Here we go. So my education. So I'm just gonna start with that. I started EAP 135. I started with that in fall, and then 140 and EAP 145, and then I finished my school at like English language school at UAlberta, and then I started, it was like in February that so I couldn't really get into the school like to start my major, so I just started volunteering. So I remember I just asked Susanna, I want to volunteer with SEG, and then I went to the HNRU, which is Human Nutrition Research Unit. So this is the picture from that time, actually, like 3 years ago, that I went to the this research group, and I volunteered for them with the nutrition stuff. So my major is actually nutrition and food science, and I'm minoring in dietetics specialization, which is it's kind of not a new minor, but people usually don't know about this minor, so I'll just explain a little bit. So dietetics is about it's not about just dieting or like eating like balanced meals. It's more about kind of nutrition side of things in hospital. So we are taking care of patients in hospital, like people who need really special, and they need special kind of like meeting to meet their nutritional requirements. So yeah, so hopefully, actually, I'm just gonna start my internship in July. So my first internship, it's just a 4 weeks internship in July, and it will be in hospital.
Okay, very good. Reihaneh, let me recap a little bit. So after you finished ELS, you had a little bit of a break between starting your degree, and you started the degree in September. So, right, you had a little bit of time, a few months. So in the meantime, you volunteered, and then you started your degree, and your degree is in which faculty?
ALES, so agriculture, life science, yeah, ALES.
Agriculture and life
life
sciences, because this is
sciences, yeah.
difficult for us, right? So ALES faculty and the Department of Nutrition and Dietetics.
Nutrition and food science. So as you
Nutrition
can
and food science, very good. And how many years have you been studying? So which year have you just finished?
I just finished my 3rd year.
Okay,
So
finished the 3rd year. Excellent.
yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, and this program is a 5-year program. So it's 4 years of theoretical stuff, like theoretical courses, and 1 year of internship. So yeah, but I'm just gonna move on to more important stuff.
Of course.
Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna keep going, changing this slide. Okay, so what has been great about U of A? So I love the campus. It's just so beautiful and pleasant campus, especially now. Like, just go ahead, like go out and just walk through the buildings and just enjoy the campus right now, because now the weather is perfect and fantastic. So just with your friends, just meet new friends from your class and just go out and get a coffee. Yeah, just enjoy the campus right now. And also when the winter, you can just find really great study spaces to study and to meet your like friends from your classes, from your lectures. Yeah, so I love the campus here at U of A. You can also, there are like so many cool opportunities at U of A. So research, internships, volunteer works, not just the so you have now, because you're studying at English language school, so you have a lot. I remember that we had like a lot of opportunities to volunteer with SEC, with Student Engagement Center. I remember volunteering with the it was like, for example, food bank, Hope Mission, school, like there was youth school. So yeah, so just take this opportunity and volunteer and meet new friends. You can
Unfortunately, right now after the pandemic, the volunteering opportunities are smaller. The students still can volunteer at youth school. They have a little bit on food bank. We haven't started yet, so we will start doing that probably next year. But the volunteering opportunities are minimal at this point. Never mind, they are still going to be here. So when there are more opportunities, we are telling them to try to join, right?
Yes. Yeah, of course. And so there are like a great variety of libraries and study spaces on campus, as I mentioned. So so you can study at English language school, and also you can just go to the campus and find your favorite place and study. So, or just meet new people and grab a coffee. And yeah, I love coffee. So that's why I'm just saying, like, grab a coffee and meet new people. Okay. As I said, volunteer. So what has been great for me, I volunteered a lot with Student Engagement Center like 3 years ago. And whenever I had time, like I was just sending an email to Zuzana that I'm like, I have a pretty flexible schedule. So I can, like, for example, in summer, I can volunteer for you. Or you can, so for me, because I have like some background in nutrition, I did like some volunteering at HNRU, which is Human Nutrition Research Unit. But there are like so many other volunteering opportunities at camp, like at U of A on campus. So we can just, there are like so many boards around the campus that they're seeking for volunteers. So yeah, just send an email or call them or text them so we can just be a part of their group. I love the gym. I have a really busy schedule right now. Like I mean, in winter, I had a really busy schedule. Now I'm kind of better, but I love gym. Whenever I have time, I go to the gym and just enjoy, just work out there. And I love the facilities over there. Do you have any questions so far, or?
Right now they are feverishly writing. I think they're focused on the writing. I think we will just let them maybe develop some questions as we go. So don't worry, just keep going and then we'll have questions at the end.
Okay, sounds good. So yeah, what has been great about UAlberta, just it was like a really fantastic way to meet new people from different cultures, the volunteer opportunity. Just to recap, I'm just saying these things again. So the campus, beautiful campus, cool opportunities, and volunteering, and the gym. So moving on, about like just answering the question, what has been difficult for me? So it really, so the competitive atmosphere, just like you should study so hard when you're in your program, but it also depends on your program. So I'm in a program that is really competitive, and we should like have a minimum 3.0 GPA every semester. And also just like we have a lot of requirements. Some courses we have to pass like with 85%. So it's kind of hard, and it is really competitive to, especially because they are usually a type student. So it's kind of competitive. So it's been so hard for me, especially I'm competing with other, they are all of them, they are native speakers and they've been here for so long. So that has been really difficult for me. But I'm trying so hard. I actually, even though it was really hard for me, like the winter semester, last winter, it was like, I can't say how much, like I was working like 35 hours a week for Statistics Canada. I was an interviewer. So I am actually, but I mean, I'm an interviewer over there. And
so hold on here. So last term you were a full-time student. How many courses is that?
5 courses.
5 courses, plus you had a full-time job at Statistics Canada. How many hours is that?
It's like it depends on how much they have work, but because we had like so many surveys that time in winter, so we had health surveys, business surveys, labor surveys. So I was working in January and February and March. I
like
was
full-time job, full-time
at
job.
least 30 hours a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, I know this is a very personal question and we don't really talk about money very much, but I think it's important for students to get an idea, like if you have a job for Statistics Canada, how much approximately is kind of like a running rate? How much money would you make?
I guess like it's really close to it's not like
is it a minimal wage?
Yeah, it's like around that. It's
around
not
minimal,
under
minimal wage.
Under $20, yeah, an hour, for an hour. It's like around 17.
Yeah, okay. So around, it's a little bit more than a minimal wage. Okay.
A little bit more, but
okay. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, you're welcome. So yeah, I'm working for StatCan, and so for winter semester it was so hard to study 5 courses. For each of 5 courses we have like labs, and for one of my courses I had like an internship course that I had to pass with 85% for each assignment and for each exam. So I was under so much pressure, but I made it. My GPA for this semester, for the whole year, for this semester, winter semester, was 3.9, and for the whole semester, for the whole year is 3.5, which is first class standing. So I know like life can be really hard. Sometimes you're really struggling, but keep going, because you can eventually, you'll just stand on a like edge or on a place that you feel proud of yourself because you did it. And yeah, just I know it's because I brought this up like about the competitive atmosphere. I can feel for you. So don't worry about it. You just stay strong and study and keep going. Okay, so about the cold weather. So I'm coming from a country which is very warm. So we don't have really like minus 30 or something like that. We have like I guess like maximum minus 5 during winter and just maybe 1 month's winter. Usually we have like a really long spring and fall. So the weather has been really difficult for me to kind of adapt, even though it's been 4 years, but still I'm struggling. um, so when the weather gets really cold and you have to go outside to reach your next class within like, I guess 10 minutes, it's so difficult. So yeah, that's all for this question.
These students don't know because they came too late. They missed the
Oh, yeah.
cold snap. Although we have a few who have been here for maybe 2.5 months, so they know they had maybe the last cold snap. Okay,
Yeah.
keep going.
Okay. Advice for students. So here you can see some of my pictures from 3 years ago, or 3 years ago. So I was volunteering for youth school, and also I was volunteering for Norquest College, right, Susanna? I think it was Norquest.
We don't have it now, unfortunately.
Yeah, so through that like volunteer opportunities, I met so many new people like from different cultures. And my advice for students: first, explore the campus. So I would recommend to walking like throughout some of the buildings and finding your own favorite places on campus and join a club. I know it's been hard with the pandemic, but I actually know that there is a student digest emails. I'm not really sure if you're getting any. Maybe we can ask Susanna.
They do, but nobody reads them, right? Should they read them or should they not read them?
Yeah, they should. Oh my God.
Yeah. You should, because you never know what's in there, right?
Yeah, they're asking for so many there. I see always like we are seeking for new volunteers for this club, for that club. So you can actually read those emails. Some of these volunteer works, like I guess most of them, because of the pandemic, they are just virtual. Like they're just, you can just do your work, do your volunteer work through the online ways and online means, and you can just work for them and you can just volunteer and meet new people. So I would recommend you join a club through these student digests, emails, or volunteer for something, or even like say hi to to a person that who's sitting just beside you in a lecture. I know like now you've been having like some in-person classes just recently. So just say hi and I want to go like, I don't know, to West Edmonton Mall maybe this weekend. Do you want to join me or something? Just something simple like that. Or just set a meeting or something, a walking time with your friends in your class, in your lecture classes, like when you have time in weekend. And like my last advice would be Canada is a multicultural country, and just meet new people with different cultures, because eventually when you're in your like work atmosphere or in your classes or even volunteer work opportunities or anything like that, you should talk with people with different accents, with different cultural backgrounds. You can connect with them if you know about about their cultures, about their backgrounds. So sometimes you can just ask, okay, so you're, for example, you're from Iran, so I want to know about Iran. I want to eat Iranian food. How's the culture over there? How you like celebrate New Year? Or there are like so many things that you can know about countries, and so many people, they live here from China, from India, from Iran, from Pakistan, so many countries.
So
Or even
here, Reihaneh, I'm going to stop you here because we have mostly Japanese students who are super eager. And we have some Korean, we have some Vietnamese, Turkish, and Panamanian, but mostly we have a big group of Japanese students. And they are actually very curious. They do want to mingle. The problem is that we don't have those international students anywhere around here. So we are trying to make a step, like how do I, when I am sitting somewhere, how do I say hello to somebody that I don't know? So it can be awkward, right? And to say, oh, do you want to come to West Edmonton Mall with me? It's like, oh, I don't want to say that. So it can be very scary, right? So basically, just sort of doing a small talk with people, just like say hi, and you never know, that might be a very chatty person and you might just develop some relationships. But we have another guest speaker, Talal, who might have some good suggestions how to meet those other international students. So I will see what he has to say too about that.
okay. Just stop share. Okay, perfect.
So Reihaneh, all the advice and your nice quick summary of student life at the University of Alberta has been very interesting, very nice. Thank you for doing that. We are going, while I do a little chit chat with you, I'm going to ask students to think of a question. If you have something, like if you have a burning question, raise your hand, ask a question. If you have something that you would like to ask, think about it. They're just looking at their notes. Nobody has a question. So I am going to just, somebody might still ask a question. Just ask one thing. Something that you learned at the ELS that was beneficial for you on campus. Was there something that when you came to campus you were like, okay, I know this, I can handle this? What was it? Was it the essay? Was it maybe how to write an email? Or what was it that the ELS helped you with?
So sometimes I tell my friends, if I just like had like my IELTS and these like, or any other thing, because I got my IELTS eventually for my program, but if I was not like in language school, if I didn't take any courses there, I wouldn't know anything about plagiarism, cheating, and like all those things that goes on their student act. And
and you know what, that's actually really good. If it's just that one thing, if it's just that, learning how to avoid plagiarism or how to try to cite properly. Would you say after you finished ELS, did you know how to cite properly 100%, or are you still learning it?
Like so many different courses with different profs, they have like different way of citations. So
you have to keep learning, right? You have to keep learning.
Still learning, but the most important part of the like how to cite, how to paraphrase, how to summarize, how to cite like the names or even like the pictures. So all of those things I learned at ELS. So that was like the most important thing that it really helped me.
Good, good. And I would say nobody who finishes ELS knows how to do it properly yet. So basically you learn about it, and then when you're at university, you keep making it better and better and better. And
Exactly.
even at this point, you're probably learning how to do it better.
Yeah,
So
true.
excellent. Reihaneh, thank you so much for dropping in. We have hogged half of an hour of your time, but we really, really appreciate it. You always have this beautiful, bright smile, and you have so much like giving energy. So I hope that students have learned from you, and maybe one day, one of them or some of them will come back as a guest speaker just like you, because we really appreciate that.
And you can also, if any student had any question about my program or anything like that, or even just they want to chat or something like that, or ask any question, so you can just provide my email, and I can also provide.
I am going to invite you, if you have time, on Friday from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. We are going to Harlack Park. We are going for a nature walk. So if you feel like it, you can always join us. I will let you know. Okay.
That sounds awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay. Take care.
Take care. Hi.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.
Thank you.